Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 35th Annual Excellence in Education Awards. I am Emily Davis, and I have the honor of being the 2020 Anne Arundel County Public Schools Teacher of the Year. I am actually with our 2021 Teacher of the Year finalists right now, waiting to learn who will be our next Anne Arundel County Independent Schools Teacher of the Year and the 2021 Anne Arundel County Public Schools Teacher of the Year, who represents AACPS in the Maryland State Teacher of the Year competition. While I wish we could all be together in person this evening to celebrate each of our outstanding Teacher of the Year nominees, I do hope that everyone watching tonight will share their thoughts about our honorees on social media using hashtag AACPSAwesome, hashtag TOY2021, and hashtag EIE2021. This evening, you are going to find out what makes our teachers in Anne Arundel County truly the best of our profession. And now, let's begin our ceremony.
Welcome to the 35th Annual Excellence in Education Awards. While we have altered the way that we celebrate over the past year, it does not diminish the importance of our celebrations. This evening, we are recognizing the outstanding educators we have in our county and the dedication of everyone in the teaching profession. I am Dr. Naria Williams, and I'm honored to be the lead judge for the Teacher of the Year Committee. Our volunteer judges invest hundreds of hours each year to the selection process, and in doing so, we learn so much about the work that is going on in classrooms throughout the county. It makes me proud to be an educator in Anne Arundel County. After watching this evening's presentation, I'm sure that you will be inspired by the commitment, energy, and innovation of this year's Teacher of the Year honorees. Thank you for being a part of this celebration of teaching.
Ms. Austin is somebody who I know is going to have a follow through with each and every one of her students. There's a true interest in all of the students that she's ever had in her classroom.
I could always go to her if I had questions in other classes. She has the classes bond, like she has bonding activities with us, and it makes it so much easier to learn with a bunch of friends in your class.
I would like to tell her thank you for always being there on my side, for always sticking with me, almost like second family to me. It's just really nice to see her be nominated.
Like right when I first met Miss Bartlett, I knew she was the best. And I'm not normally one to pick favorite teachers, but I could not this year.
She just has a way of making every child feel seen and special. And I think every parent knows their child is in good hands.
Miss Bartlett, she always asks everyone on Mondays, like, how was your weekend? And she always knows what we want to plan or something because she just likes hearing about what happy things everyone else is doing.
He makes people around him want to be better, and whether that's to be a better teacher or to be a better, more successful student, he has that inspiring quality.
I would tell Mr. Benzer thank you. He's made high school like a heck of a lot easier for me, and especially this year.
He's really great at connecting with his students and like building a inclusive community. He's just that kind of person that follows through with you, and if you make the effort, he's there to help you.
Had surgery in second grade. She helped a lot to make me feel comfortable, but she also tutored me when I was out sick.
When you walk into her class, you have a sense of home and school and rigor and fun and engagement and peace.
Awesome second grade teacher. Sometimes she would help me with my work, help me spell some of the words that I don't know.
To have someone who is so open and warm and friendly, is always welcoming, willing to go above and beyond. She'll spend extra time with students at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night.
But like what makes her like the best teacher is she knows how to connect with her like each individual student.
I think she's just a role model. She's a leader for all of the students that have gone through the middle school because everyone has came in touch with her at least once.
I think she should deserve to be the teacher of the year because she is a really kind and she is a really funny teacher and she always makes her students laugh.
She gives us like fun stuff. It's not like just like do this, do that. It's like you can do this or you can do that.
When my son was in her class, I know he was very behind in his reading. By the time he left her, he was above reading level. It made a difference in his life.
She helps a lot of students, and in my view, I think it really helped me. She will help, and that she's super nice.
And she always telling us we can try our best. And when we get those things wrong, she just give us a hit.
Megan is she knows every individual student and absolutely goes out of her way to help each of them.
Senora Cummings' classroom and her teaching style is unique. So, for example, organization, good note-taking skills, and independence are three things that I've noticed in her class.
I think her trying to take time out of her personal life just to make sure that her students are doing well is a major factor in what I aspire to be when I grow up. It's definitely by far my favorite teacher this year.
Being a good teacher, he teaches me about trees and about animals.
Miss Curry is one of the hardest working teachers I know. She is always very calm. Nothing stresses her out. Nothing freaks her out. So
teach me how to read and stuff. So when I go to first grade, I know how to read and all my letters. That she makes school really fun, and I love her so much.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the President of the Board of Education of Anne Arundel County Public Schools, Melissa Ellis.
Greetings from the Board of Education. I want to begin by congratulating every nominee for this year's prestigious award. Without a doubt, this is a year to honor all of our teachers. The commitment and flexibility required to accomplish all you have through ever-changing circumstances, all while ensuring your students feel cared for and are able to learn in a way that was not thought possible just a year ago, has been tremendous. You have met the challenges of the past year with grace and remarkable strength and creativity. So what makes an Educator of the Year? Is it an academic focus that teaches students how to excel on the next standardized test? Is it a special technique that helps students master difficult tasks? Or is it something else? I went back and read what some of the past winners and nominees had to say about what is important in their classroom, and I picked up on a common theme. I selected a few important words from these stories. Each child is a precious treasure. Build a community within my classroom. Unconditional love. Build their interpersonal skills with their peers. Positive relationships for all. Portraying a positive message to students that their thoughts and feelings are of considerable worth. Students who feel loved and empowered in the classroom can exceed all expectations. Advocate, leveraging students' strengths. Make learning fun to reach the most reluctant learners. Find the best in each student and highlight the positive. See what makes the light within them shine bright and then help them internalize their positive characteristics. Create a family atmosphere within my classroom. Make them feel safe, healthy, and confident in my classroom. Every one of these teachers focused on relationships, the individual student, and a sense of community. This is what it is all about. Student achievement begins with building confidence and a sense of belonging. We all know this, and those teachers who make it this far to be considered among the best of the best know best how to develop these aspects of their classroom first, an environment where students are truly cared for and believed in. In many professions, people talk about the it factor, that special, seemingly unidentifiable trait that allows some to rise to the top. In teaching, I think the it is clear. You have it. Congratulations again, and thank you all for all that you do for our students. Now let's learn more about our amazing leaders from those who know them best.
She's very supportive as a coworker, very open to different ideas and collaboration.
This kiddo has a lot of difficulty to focus, and that's amazing how she's talented and she knows how to give the attention.
She always greeted me with a smile, which made me feel more comfortable.
Anybody that has Miss Greenberg, I would tell them that they should really look forward to having her as a teacher because she's one of the best teachers I've ever had and she's super fun.
Miss Greenberg has been the best teacher I've had in a while. Very great. She's a very great teacher. Just love being in our class.
She finds a way to draw students in and let them explore their talents and expand their skill set.
It has been my pleasure. I've learned a lot more from her than she has learned from me, I'm sure. And I'm sure there are many colleagues of hers that are equally grateful for what they've learned from her.
She's very supportive, so she's always there for you. If you have questions about an assignment, she's not just going to ignore you. She's going to try to help you through that.
She's really positive, and that goes with her peppiness, and she's always trying to bring out the best in her students.
She's a great listener, and she really listens to the students.
And when I say she did so much, she was there. She's a wonderful. I appreciate her. She's a blessing. She's a blessing to me and my family.
When I was younger, I really didn't know how to read fluently, but she kind of helped me out, sound out words and all that type of stuff.
She helped me a lot, and I love her. Well, she helps me a lot. When I go to her class.
I believe Jean Jackson should be Teacher of the Year because she is a highly motivated, dedicated, energetic teacher who is continuously evolving with her students.
She sat there and taught us, and she reviewed material even if we were supposed to be past it, even if we were supposed to know it, because she wanted to make sure each and every student aced her class.
She was at my graduation, and no matter who was there, it meant the most important that she was, because she helped me get there. I don't think I would have done that without her, honestly.
When you walk in her room, laughing with the kids, joking with them, they're up and engaged in whatever activity that she has them doing.
And she's just a very optimistic person. She radiates positivity no matter how bad the situation is.
She knew like every answer to everything, and she helped me learn many, many, many things. Very nice and kind to every one of her students.
She's just very social and very active. Like if she's teaching, she won't just stand in the front. She'll walk around, she'll check on us, and she's just teaches in a very caring way.
She's very inclusive of all kids in the classroom. When they come into her room, they already know that they're part of her community.
Her whole personality is very warm and inviting with the students, and so they don't mind taking a risk with her because she's not going to let them fail.
So Samantha Kelly is an amazing colleague and a huge mentor to not just me, but everyone on the staff.
I think Miss Kelly should be Teacher of the Year because she's really nice, and whenever you need help, she helps.
You know, you do everything you can for the school and for your students. You are the lead teacher. You're on several committees. You inspire me to want to be the best person that I can be. So thank you so much.
Deserves to be Teacher of the Decade. She is just absolutely dynamite. We're blessed every single day knowing that you're part of our team and a leader at that.
So I'd say that Miss Kerr definitely deserves it. All around great teacher, one of my favorite classes in Sully, like of all time.
Because she's always like fun and like upbeat and happy about everything, and like she doesn't let like one little thing bring her whole day down.
He is really nice and kind, and he always takes the time to get and know you, and I just love that about him. He's just an amazing teacher.
I never remember a day where he came to school without a smile on his face, talking to everybody, hype us up, and like get us ready for the rest of the day.
Teacher, he is masterful with the curriculum. He's a great reading teacher in the way he teaches reading and the way he's able to get anyone to read.
I'm certainly enjoying hearing from our students, parents, and fellow educators about this year's nominees. I hope you are too. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. George Arlotto, Superintendent of Anne Arundel County.
Good evening, and thank you to everyone who's joining us to celebrate our 2021 Teacher of the Year nominees. This has been a year like none other, and I couldn't be more proud to be here today to recognize our awesome educators in Anne Arundel County and celebrate the teaching profession. The challenges that we have faced and continue to face as a community of educators in Anne Arundel County have brought out the best in our teachers who continue to do whatever it takes to provide our students with the motivation, resources, and support they need to thrive. In case anyone had a doubt, which I certainly did not, this year confirmed that we have incredibly talented, innovative, and dedicated educators who have been able to do some pretty amazing things. Every teacher in our county, whether in our public school system or in our independent schools, has been asked to reinvent their classroom for their students. They have taken extraordinary steps to engage and inspire students in the classroom and online. They have transformed their teaching methods, utilizing technology to deliver high-quality instruction to their students. Most importantly, though, they have created ways to connect with their students in special ways. Despite the distance between our teachers and their students, relationships continue to be built and nurtured. Whether they are leading clubs, providing tutoring, sending personal notes of encouragement in the mail, or just taking time to eat lunch with students, our teachers showed their students how much they care. They developed and enhanced relationships with students and continue to reach out to families to ensure that students have what they need at home to be successful. Now that many of our students are back in their school buildings, we face new challenges. This past year, however, has taught us that no matter what comes our way, our teachers are ready to do what is best for our students and our community. Our teachers in Anne Arundel County make awesome and amazing happen in their classrooms, in person and online, every day. Now, let's learn more about how they do this from their students and colleagues.
Miss Owens, when I get frustrated and I cry, Miss Owens says, Maisie, take a deep breath.
Molly is very animated and is right in there doing everything with her kids and being the center of the dance or the center of the song.
Do you like to dance with Miss Owens?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2. She lets you play games inside of the toy box.
That's cool.
She dedicates her time and extended time into what she does because her goal is to make sure that the kids get it.
Miss Maddox deserves to be Teacher of the Year because she helps me a lot when I need it. She motivates me in trying to do my best, trying to get like A's in her class.
She makes jokes in the morning once we wake up, she has a joke that she tells us.
This year, he teaches us how to read. He lets us share our ideas.
He dances in the classroom to teach the kids their sight words. And it's the funniest thing to see, but it works.
You're a good teacher. Yes, he does tell stories. And that he lets us play games.
She helps us a lot with everything, and she always tries to keep a positive attitude.
She's very kind and she cares about all her students and she's very intelligent.
The relationships that she has with her students is and they're just so authentic and real.
Everything Miss Noriega does is in the spirit of excellence. For example, she's committed to our school, our community. She invests her time, energy, and effort.
I always hear people, oh, I remember Miss Noriega. She's an amazing teacher. She just brightened up my day every day that I went to her. It was really a truly amazing experience being in her class.
She never made me feel silly for asking a question or you don't know this. She always made me feel like what I was asking was important.
She is nice and she is patient with us and she gives us good things to work on.
She would help me, motivate me to write because I liked writing a lot. If you made a mistake, she wouldn't yell at you a lot. She would try to help you.
She always is willing to learn more, new strategies. new technology, and that love of learning really inspires her students.
He has brought me to become a better student through encouraging me to relate in my personal life to the stories that we have been reading and learning about.
If I didn't have him as a teacher, I wouldn't be that motivated in school, honestly. And because of him, I still keep my grades because he always just motivates me.
But I am so proud of him. He always steps up, and we are very, very thankful that he is part of our staff.
I think she should be honored because she's really sweet and kind. I like doing reading flex with her because we talk about history.
Like, is with like the students and like how she teaches. If like you needed help, she'll help you.
Well, she has helped me become a better person. She always looks at everything in a positive light. You know, she reminds me of why we are doing it. I'm actually leaving this year, and the hardest part is to say goodbye to such an awesome teammate.
She made me just feel comfortable being with her because she made sure I was good, and if I was upset, she actually had a tent for that.
Children adore her. She helps the kids develop a sense of identity, and as parents, we're so grateful for that.
She's a great teacher who is kind and encouraging and helping. She will help you out when you need help.
The students and schools of Anne Arundel County are provided with opportunities and experiences that enhance their daily instruction because of business and community partners who are dedicated to supporting education. One of those great partners is BGE, and it is my pleasure to introduce Bonnie Johansson to bring greetings from BGE.
What a great celebration of teaching in Anne Arundel County. I am Bonnie Johansson, Manager of Large Projects for Baltimore Gas Electric. And education is near and dear to my heart. Both my son and my daughter are teachers in the county, and I'm very proud to be the longest serving member of the 21st Century Education Foundation, which supports the students and schools of Anne Arundel County Public Schools. I know very well how dedicated the teachers of Anne Arundel County are, and everyone at BGE appreciates all that you do to prepare your students and our future workforce for their roles in our community. BGE is proud to be the headline sponsor for this year's Excellence in Education Awards celebration. Throughout the school year, we recognize teachers and students through a variety of contests, including the Wires Down Video Challenge and grant programs. I urge each of you to visit the BGE website and go to the education page. There you'll find many free educational resources for teachers and students, and you can learn more about the commitment that BGE has made to our community and your students. Congratulations to all of this year's Teacher of the Year honorees, and thank you to every teacher in Anne Arundel County for all that you do for your students.
Our business and community partners have provided critical support to students, families, and educators over the past year. One of those partners, Comcast, has worked with Anne Arundel County Public Schools to provide internet services to families in need. Please welcome John Conwell, who is representing Comcast this evening.
While I am officially speaking as a representative from Comcast, the headline sponsor for the Excellence in Education Awards program, I would like to introduce myself by my most important role. I am John Conwell, and I'm a father who has children attending school in Anne Arundel County. I have seen firsthand how our schools adapted to a year like no other in our lifetime, and the critical role that our teachers play in our children's lives. I was so inspired by the work being done in AACPS that I volunteered and was selected to serve as a member of the Citizen Advisory Committee. I've also been actively involved for years as a member of the Board of Directors of the 21st Century Education Foundation. It makes me proud that for 10 years Comcast has, through our Internet Essentials program, been able to provide broadband internet at home to more than 10 million low-income people. The nation's largest and most comprehensive broadband adoption program, Internet Essentials has grown from focusing on bridging the homework gap for school-aged children to being deeply invested in providing digital equity for all Americans. Comcast and AACPS, along with local government agencies, have partnered to ensure that households across the county are able to get connected. Comcast has made a significant commitment to the community, and we will continue to advocate for families who need support. Many thanks to the teachers throughout the county who have gone above and beyond this year, including identifying students who need internet service. And congratulations to this year's Teacher of the Year honorees.
In Anne Arundel County, we are incredibly fortunate to have a student member on our Board of Education who is the only one in Maryland, and I believe the nation, to have full voting rights. Please welcome Mr. Drake Smith, our student member of the board.
Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to celebrate our amazing teachers in Anne Arundel County with you. My name is Drake Smith. I'm a senior at Meade High School in the IB program, and I have the honor of serving you as your student member of the Anne Arundel County Board of Education. Over the past year, we have changed the way that we do mundane tasks like grocery shopping to the way that we celebrate special occasions like birthdays and holidays. Today's ceremony honors the teachers of Anne Arundel County who have demonstrated passion, commitment, and resilience and have taken extraordinary steps to engage and support their students. Our teachers not only fill our minds with knowledge, but they also fill our hearts with hope. The late actor Chadwick Boseman once said, "Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you need to fulfill." Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are meant to shape you for your purpose. This pandemic has been a struggle, and we could have never imagined a year ago all that has transpired. In fact, we'd have considered it too far-fetched to even be a movie plot. But here we are still in this pandemic movie. And like in all movies, there is a hero. In this case, there's a team of heroes, a team of teachers and staff members who have helped to save the day. As a student, I know the positive difference our teachers make in our community, and I thank them for everything they do. A special congratulations goes out to those who have been nominated during this challenging year. Now it is time to meet this year's Teachers of the Year semifinalists.
We love what she does for us, and she makes us really in the mood for she makes us fun and to do fun activities and all that stuff. She gets us up out of our chairs when we are tired, and she makes us happy.
She works hard to make all the activities for us to do all the lessons and stuff like that. Bellerin, you are the greatest PE teacher, and that you've made many students, you make their day and you make differences in their lives.
When it comes to her teaching, she is just so fun. There is, myself and our assistant principal, we will join her PE classes because they just have that much fun in their classes.
As an elementary school student, for a music teacher, I think that she made the class very unique and special. And if you're not into music, I still recommend you to have Miss Bright, because she was just the best teacher you ever have for music, and you'll definitely love music after you have her.
I love Miss Bright. Miss Bright is just the type of teacher that just performs for her students. She's not just teaching music. She's building relationships. She's making those connections. She's giving my little 4th grade daughter confidence to stand up and sing. And that's not easy to do.
She goes above and beyond. She comes to actually all my theater performances. She even helped me with a song from one of my theater performances. Well, first of all, she's an amazing teacher. If you don't understand something, she will always be willing to help you. She makes everything fun, so don't worry about being bored.
She made learning fun, and she was by far my favorite teacher that I've ever had. Her classroom was so welcoming, and she made an effort to get to know each and every one of her students, whether she taught them or not. She's taught me to be more independent, which has really helped with going to high school.
And she would do extra labs just so we could understand the concept. She really pulled in like real world experiences, and she would always go out of her way to make sure we had interesting labs and to get us involved in the learning, not just be watching and listening.
She's really organized, super prepared every single day for her students. She's willing to work with her teams, work with anyone across the entire school in the science department, and she's the type of person kids are drawn to her. I think to sum her up is she's bigger than just her classroom.
Well, I just want to say the good things about Miss Glover. Like, I think you're one of the sweetest people I've ever met, not just teachers, but one of the sweetest and most genuine, like, people I've ever met. And you would always help me keep on task, and especially with everyone else, like everyone in the classroom. It was just, you made it so fun, but at the same time, gave us a good education.
The word that kept coming back to me was empathetic towards people. And it didn't matter if it was staff or if it is a student. Her empathy for others really sticks out and shows.
She has an overall fun vibe to her, and she makes learning interesting and fun. Just the way she was helped everybody learn.
She's definitely more than a teacher. She's not a teacher to me anymore. She was, but I'm graduated now, so she's definitely Miss Godich is definitely my friend, mother figure. She's someone that I want for life. She's definitely someone that I know will always be there for me forever.
I think that students remark about how Ms. Godich's class is so interactive and how she's always changing things up, trying to keep the students engaged in the lesson, but doing it in a way, even in the virtual classroom, where it's very engaging and different. They're not doing the same worksheets over and over again. She's always trying to design a lesson to help grab their attention and motivate them to learn.
I, in a way, look up to Ms. Godich, and so I don't like to disappoint her. So it pushes me to do better in my schoolwork. She knows I can do better, and she pushes us the extra length to do better. I want to tell her that she's awesome, and she's doing a really great job.
I mean, she is a true collaborator, and I've had the pleasure of preparing and planning lessons that led us to present at the National Convention for Teachers of English. So we shared that moment.
Anything to Ms. Grama, I would just thank her so much for being such the biggest advocate for students in the STEM program, and even outside of the STEM program. She really helped me develop some of the fundamental skills that was needed to move on to my AP English classes, and I'm so thankful to have her as a teacher.
She made it very clear, like she treated everyone the same, whether you were someone who got good grades in her class, whether you were someone who maybe didn't get such good grades in her class, whether you were the quiet kid or the loud, outspoken one. She treated everyone the same, and she treated everyone with that same respect whenever they walked into that door. She definitely made my high school experience so much better.
She makes me happy. Okay. I love you, Mrs. O.
When I see the amazing things that she's doing with her middle school students, and the coffee and the small business and the life skills, I feel really lucky that I had her for those elementary skills that are so important for his foundation. And I'm a little bit jealous that he doesn't get to have her now.
Yeah, but I believe Miss O should be a teacher yet because she's helpful to students and nice, and she's a good teacher to and others. And Miss O is wonderful and great to me and the other teachers. You know, Miss O was the best teacher.
She has a very good energy when teaching. It's always easy to understand what she's saying, and she always makes sure that everyone in her class understands what's going on. So it's just a really good vibe, but it's very lively, and that is in part because of Miss Quigley.
Miss Quigley was doing unified dance. I was really excited. It's like fun. It's like a way I can just relax and be me without being judged. She's really understanding. She's really easy to talk to. She's, just easy. Like the relationship is just easy, whether she's my teacher or she's my friend.
She's just so understanding. She's so inclusive. Some people, and I think Melissa is certainly one of these, they just have the gift of giving people their time and making them feel worthwhile, and that the time is not wasted, the time is purposeful.
Mr. Serrano was my teacher 2 years ago, back when I was a senior in high school. And he was the teacher that I feel set me on my trajectory that I am on in life now. 2 months in, I applied to college as a physics major. It sort of surprised everyone. No one thought I was going to take that path, but it just took such a short time in his classroom to realize this was the path I wanted to go on.
Mr. Serrano, he's an amazing teacher. He has the ability to make you feel welcome in the class, to make you feel part of the class. He always demonstrates that he's always going to be there for us every time we need him. And more than a teacher, Mr. Serrano has been for me like a friend.
He's a genius, probably clinically so, although he does not let the students know that. He's not a teacher that students feel uncomfortable around because he's so smart. He just truly is gifted and yet warm. So his passion and love for physics is what brought him to the world of education.
She gives directions, and there's definitely a specific focus to the lesson, but she has an incredible amount of patience and can word questions in a way that makes the students feel really safe. She's just checks in with everybody, and you feel like she's your best friend.
She should be Teacher of the Year because she helps kids feel better about themselves, and she helps them make friends. Thank you for helping the kids that couldn't find help or had trouble with making friends. And thank you for helping me get used to online learning because it was very new to me.
She inspires me because she is awesome to everybody and kind, and she feels what we're feeling, like sad, like she's been through it, like she's going through it with us.
She is an unsung hero, one of my family's greatest heroes. She mailed to Ellie a handwritten letter, which I thought was just so kind, but also a social story. She took a lot of pictures around Folger, and just those pictures walked Ellie through her first day of kindergarten. This is the bus, and this is, where you'll walk through the doors, and Miss Fox will be standing over here, greeting kids, and this is the kindergarten hallway. And it just meant everything. That meant everything to me as a parent.
It's fun.
Miss Wagner is basically just a box, then they have extra support. She just is basically your best friend that can help you. She can help you improve, and she's really nice, and I think you'll get along with her well, and you'll have a great time while you're learning.
I want to say a special thank you to the 21st Century Education Foundation for hosting this event along with Anne Arundel County Public Schools. Mr. Mark Hoffman is the president of the board of directors for the 21st Century Education Foundation and is bringing greetings from the foundation.
Thank you for being part of the 35th Annual Excellence in Education Awards event. I am Mark Hoffman, and I'm the president of the 21st Century Education Foundation. The 21st Century Education Foundation is proud to support education in Anne Arundel County by raising funds and awareness for school system initiatives. This year especially, the foundation has played a critical role in raising funds to support online learning. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the 21st Century Education Foundation, it is our honor to host the Excellence in Education Awards celebration each year. While we are unable to celebrate in person with hundreds of educators, family members, and friends, we hope that everyone watching this event is inspired by the dedication of our teachers in Anne Arundel County. It is my honor to introduce our Teacher of the Year finalists for 2021, and I hope that you all will join me in congratulating them, along with all of this year's nominees.
Any day I come into Chinese, like every day there's just a smile on her face and she's excited. And no matter what day I'm having, it could be a bad day, but for that class, I'm just excited to learn, right?
She really does brighten up a room. And that's what a lot of students said too. They said, even if they're having a bad day, they can go to Chinese class and they walk out of there feeling so much different. She's like really uplifting, and students feel really supported by her.
She just does everything within her power that she can do while we're in this virtual platform to make sure that we're all engaged and we're all learning and connecting with one another. Okay, Miss Dai, I just want to say thank you for the last 4 years. You've been an absolutely amazing teacher. Like, you've literally been the best teacher that I've had in high school so far. Like, you're amazing, and I love you so much, and thank you for everything that you've done for me.
She captures the attention of the entire room. She has such a good relationship with her kids. Everything that she does is to benefit students or benefit her colleagues or benefit somebody else besides herself. And she puts everything she has into all of her lesson plans, all of her grading, everything that she plans, and it all comes out wonderful.
She goes out of her way to make us feel good and to to support us. She goes out of her way to send me scholarships, which she doesn't have to do that. But every time she sees a scholarship, she thinks, "Oh, this is for Brie. This is good for her," and she sends me the scholarship.
She cracks a lot of jokes, and sometimes it's corny. That's what makes it funny. So, she's a loving person and a good teacher. She's more than just a teacher. She's my friend.
So Miles is very respected as an English educator, and his classes are full. Electives are full every single semester in which he offers them. And one of the things I hear from parents is that they are very eager for their students to have him as a teacher.
I would say what makes Mr. Healy special is the way that he cares about not only his students, but just the community of St. Mary's in general. He really does his best to make sure that you always know what's going on and you're never completely lost in class. And
Mr. Healy, he's just always been like a very friendly teacher. He's always been down to earth. He's always been very helpful. Just like if you've ever needed help with anything, he will like be there for you. He's always helpful he's always helped me if I've needed something else I needed, like when I was taking his class. When Mr. Healy, when he would read The Great Gatsby out to us, the way he would read it to us really brought the characters to life and made it more enjoyable to listen to the class.
They have something going on, like homework-wise, anything. She stands sits down next to them and asks them, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? You take a break and everything. And I feel like that builds a good relationship with people because it feels like they could talk their feelings to her, you know? And I think that's a really good relationship.
She really tried to make every kid feel comfortable in every way. Like a few students, if they changed their pronoun, she would always be respectful of that and would do that. If it wasn't coronavirus, like their sports games, she would always ask us that, like, do you have your sports games this weekend or something like that? She come see it. She came seeing I was in Willy Wonka Jr. this summer, and she was able to see that.
She sees the potential in all kids, but she also sees the potential in every adult, and she will do whatever whatever it takes to be, like our cheerleader and to help us along the way.
Miss Scanlon deserves to be Teacher of the Year because she puts 100% into her teaching. If there was ever a person that was destined to be a teacher, it would be her. I honestly couldn't imagine her doing anything else. She's always there for the students.
Every time I get stuck on a problem and everyone else, she helps us do the math problem when we get stuck on it. I love you, and I hope that you love me too.
She's really nice, and she makes learning like super fun and good for you. Like, it's not like boring learning. I love that you said mistakes are okay and you made learning fun. Thank you for being my first grade teacher.
Throughout my high school experience, Stedman was the most positive person in the entire school building, without a doubt. He won't let a room be quiet. If kids aren't paying attention, he'll get loud, he'll move around, uses his hands, he gets interactive, he makes you answer questions. There's just never a dull moment in the classroom.
It's his own workouts. He spends hours making videos so that we can sit alongside him and do the workouts with him. He's also one of the coaches for the track team. And even at the end of the day, when it's going on 6 o'clock and we've had a really long day of meetings in school, he's always smiling. He can bring even the most introverted kid out of their shell.
Not only is he someone that delivers professional development and embodies the things that we teach in professional development, but he maintains that positive personality and positive outlook on everything that we do. I mean, inclusion for all is at the very core of what he does every day.
Jackie is the most professional, the most rule-following, supportive, willing to do what the admin asks. At the same time, she is the one who looks for ways to make it creative and fun and thoughtful. She's just a fabulous group of attributes, and together we make we joke that we each have half the brain and we share.
She makes me want to learn, and she makes learning fun. She makes the characters sound like actual characters. She lets us listen to geography songs. She took a bottle and put a piece of tissue paper in it, and she was supposed to like squish it with her hands like that, but instead she stood on her desk and stepped on it. And one of us stood on our chair and dropped two blocks of the same size but different weights, and to demonstrate that they will hit at the same time.
It is now time to introduce each of our 7 finalists.
Jacqueline Toohey, Rockbridge Academy. Jackie Toohey has been teaching for 21 years and has spent the last 10 years teaching at Rockbridge Academy in Crownsville. She currently teaches multiple subjects to her 3rd grade students, including grammar, Bible study, math, history, science, and reading. She received her Master of Liberal Arts from St. John's College in Annapolis and is certified by the Association of Classical Christian Schools. Jacqueline Toohey.
Miles Healy, St. Mary's High School. Miles Healy has educated students at St. Mary's High School in Annapolis for the past 23 years. He is the English Department Chair and teaches British Literature, AP English Lit, and Cinematic Art. He earned his Master of Arts in Teaching from Trinity University in Washington, D.C., and is a member of the National Council of Teachers of English and the Academy of American Poets. Miles Healy.
Jing Dai, Meade High School. Jing Dai has 9 years of teaching experience and has spent her career in AACPS at Meade High School, an international baccalaureate school. She teaches Chinese language to students in grades 9 through 12 and holds an IB Diploma Program Instructional Certificate, AVID Pathway Certification, K through 12 STEM Integration Certification, and an AP Chinese Language and Culture Certification. Ms. Dai is a member of many professional organizations, including serving on the board of directors for the Chinese Language Teachers Association. She has also presented at numerous state and national conferences. Jing Dai.
Kelly Goforth, North County High School. Kelly Goforth is an avid teacher who has been teaching at North County High School for 9 years. In the past 3 years as avid site coordinator, she has helped to increase the number of North County High School students taking college classes by 200%. Ms. Goforth is an avid staff developer who presents throughout the county as well as throughout the country as well as in our county. She has served on the AACPS curriculum writing team for the past 5 years and is also a Twilight School assistant administrator. Kelly Goforth.
Sarah Rippion, Crofton Middle School. Sarah Rippion has more than 11 years of teaching experience with 6 years at Crofton Middle School. This year, she became the school's Language Arts Department chairperson. She received anti-racism training from the Diversity and Resiliency Institute of El Paso and is AVID certified. She is a member of the National Council of Teachers of English and the State of Maryland Literacy Association. Ms. Rippion has served as a member of the Superintendent's Teacher Advisory Council and presented at the AACPS Unlocking Our Potential Leadership Conference. Sarah Rippion.
Jessica Scanlon, Glendale Elementary. A homegrown graduate of Anne Arundel County Public Schools, Ms. Scanlon has spent her first 6 years as a teacher at Glendale Elementary in Glen Burnie. She currently teaches first grade, but has experience with students in the intermediate grades as well. Ms. Scanlon has served as a mentor teacher for the MAT candidates at Towson University and has also mentored students at Anne Arundel County Community College and Glen Burnie High School. She is the coach for Girls on the Run and is a member of Glendale's equity team. Jessica Scanlon.
Timothy Stedman, Crofton High School. Tim Stedman has 15 years of teaching experience in Anne Arundel County Public Schools at both the middle school and high school levels. He's a certified athletic administrator and is a member of the Maryland Athletic Directors Association. He helped to launch the athletic program at the new Crofton High School as the assistant athletic director and athletic academic advisor. Mr. Stedman's impact on education is felt countywide as he has participated in the Assessment Writing and Curriculum Innovation Academy and presented professional development sessions for the AACPS Health, Physical Education, and Dance Office. Timothy Stedman.
Before we announce the winners, let me say that every one of tonight's nominees is truly a Teacher of the Year in my eyes and in the eyes of the students, staff, administrators, and parents. And the individuals announced here tonight will serve as the spokespeople for the superior education students receive in Anne Arundel County. The 2021 Anne Arundel County Independent School Teacher of the Year is Miles Healy, St. Mary's High School.
Thank you very much to everyone. I have nothing prepared. But like a classroom teacher, you can speak ad nauseum for hours. So I would like to thank everybody involved with this. It's a great honor, and I think I speak for all of the teachers when I say it isn't as much a reflection of us as it's a reflection of the schools we work in, the administrators we work with, the other teachers, and we couldn't do without the students and them being willing to learn from us. So thank you very much.
And now, the Public Schools Teacher of the Year. The 2021 Anne Arundel County Public Schools Teacher of the Year is Jing Dai.
Thank you all. I didn't prepare. I didn't expect I will get the reward. But this reward really belongs to all the teachers in AACPS, and belong to all the teachers at Meade High School. Without Meade High School, I cannot be here today. Without my administrator, Dr. Rivers and Miss Queen, and all the great support from them and all the Meade High Master Nation, I cannot be here to get the rewards, because the community we built in our school, everyone be respectful and supportive to each other. So we are a tight Mid-Master Nation. So we be there, excited and positive every day to support our students. We face the challenge together, and we make Meade High be the best school for all the students. Thank you, thank you.
Please consider reaching out to one or more of the teachers who were recognized during this virtual ceremony to show your appreciation and extend your congratulations. As a language arts teacher at Brooklyn Park Middle School, I can tell you that teachers love to receive messages from current and former students, family members, and colleagues. We get excited when we hear from someone who remembers a special moment in our classrooms or a note we sent home that made a difference. Thank you to everyone for being a part of this special event. It has been my honor to represent Anne Arundel County for the past year, and I congratulate and thank all of this year's Teacher of the Year honorees.